All right, Chet. We have the Battle in the Bloodstone division in the Iron Dome of Plasma Deck Gold Stake. DrSpectred coming off of a 3-0 win against Mouth, and Nandre also gained his first win in the league this season against Scooty 2-1. Both of these players actually got swept in week 1. Nandre, I believe, got 3-0'd by... I can't remember who it was, but Doc got 3-0'd by Bean. Regardless, we are here. We are in the Gold Stake Plasma, the hardest arena that there is. Nandre, our Plasma expert, Doc, our all-around expert, goes ahead, grabs a certificate, gets a blue seal out of it, and is looking to maybe already sell. Meanwhile, Nandre did pick up a banner that is going to make the first few antes very easy despite the gold stake of it all. Maybe this will allow Nandre to recoup some economy, build some money towards something. Doc, planning this very carefully, I think, wants to make sure that they get Uranus planet levels. The thing is, 2 pairs scale chips very nicely. That means 2 pairs can kind of be Doc's out for the blinds in the early game. Shout out to, once again, Dom Palombi on the tunes. Also, shout out the Major League Balatro staff: Winnie, Sebastian, Lee, Beard, technicians, Disco, Atlas, and more. C-dubs. All doing hard work to make sure you are all stayed up to date with everything Major League Balatro. Jester requesting a shout out that will cost you 1 sub in the future. Really interesting decision here. Because of the way that Nandre opened up packs, they were able to get the gift card and the banner. Doc had to choose between 2, which really unfortunate for Doc because the gift card can really help skyrocket your economy, give you temperance value for the long term. But I think it's an obvious choice for the banner for Doc in that regard because you want chips. We have a perishable foil mime here. Now, again, those chips are going to be very, very valuable. However, it will disappear at some point. Oh my god, is Nandre got a Ouija dubs? Nandre will, and he gets a lot of 3s. That is 12 total 3s in the deck. Nandre could probably move towards a 5-of-a-kind build at this point. Is negative $3 in the hole due to that credit card. And Hermit obviously not going to have any value here, down $3, but Nandre will deck thin a little bit. Doc really deciding here what they want to do. They are going to also go into the negative. Punish there a little bit. Because there was a Hermit. We could have picked the Arcana first and then maybe, you know, Hermited to not be negative. And Nandre judgments a Bloodstone, which I feel like on most decks, even on Gold Stake, would be exciting. But here specifically, I don't know how valid Bloodstone's going to be. Also, both of these players just negative $9 and negative $18. This is a game I can't imagine lasting extraordinarily long. It's so hard to come back, you know, from this amount of negative cash on a Gold Stake game, let alone a Plasma Gold Stake game. Also, chat, I do have an idea on how to fix the DrSpectred lag. I will attempt to do so between games. I kind of forgot about that. The Mime there also helping Doc get 2 Uranus cards, which is very solid. Yes, we're at 0-0 here. Also, now that Nandre has the scoring animations on again, we can see the total spent up there, $43 to Doc's 35. However, both of these players are in the negative, and Nandre got out of it. Wait, how did Nandre get to 3? Did anyone see that? Was it a temperance? I assume it may have been a couple temperances. Maybe a lucky hit on a magician. Got a lucky hit. Well, we do know then if Doc here uses that magician card, they will also get a lucky hit and get out of the hole, economically speaking. That'd actually be fantastic for Doc. I think both of these players, it kind of saved the game in a regard, that lucky hit, by bringing us back to normal Balatro. I will say, though, Nandre, again, having that gift card, all these jokers having a few dollars of value is, again, it's going to make quite a bit of difference if either of them run into a temperance just a little bit further down the line. I see why Nandre went for more lucky cards. That is always going to continue to make you money. Yeah, it was a very hachi-machi moment, if you will. And we hanged him, right? We can go picture in the dock. I don't think... Well, never mind. We're not going to go picture in picture. Chat, you're always going to have to remind me I can focus up on a player.
Or...
Doctor.
Whoa, that was a good British accent.
How do you feel?
Medium. Good enough, I mean.
I think the two-of-a-kind levels should... They may make a difference
You
here.
got one of those? You got one of those?
The 5-of-a-kind for Nandre is a
little bit
lot.
of juice.
Okay. Let's juice them again. How about that?
Still no 2-pair for Doc is
This-
pretty brutal.
This draw could have gone better, it seems like. For sure, we give him one of these.
But this should be enough points for Doc to pass Nandre there. And the chip's still going to reign supreme early in this game. That blue seal, a lot of value out of that singular blue seal so far for Doc.
Good luck.
Nandre going to immediately go to the Arcana pack, as is DrSpectred. Nandre here could continue to thin out that deck and just build towards those couple of 3s. Doc already thinned out the deck a little bit, is going to continue looking that way. Nandre gets the 4-of-a-kind level, trying to get that base mult up maybe for Bloodstone. The issue is, again, is the economics of it all. It's just not a lot of money on Nandre's side, and there's still quite a bit of deck manipulation and a lot of base mult needed for Nandre's plan to really work. Meanwhile, Doc is going to be on, what, level 7 or 8 2-pair already? We're going to be on level 7 2-pair. Again, these chips scaling well enough right now. Mime is going to get debuffed, which means no more 50 chips, and the planet card's not as beneficial. Nandre finds a straight as an out here, is able to survive. Oh my god, we have a legendary Joker in this Arcana pack, and it is York. Not extraordinarily beneficial to Doc's game at this moment, but Doc also found the Bloodstone? Wait, did Doc find the Bloodstone last time and I just completely missed it? Or did he just find another Bloodstone? There's no way. Right? Doc found the Bloodstone, I just missed that he found. Okay, yeah. My bad, chat. It's a lot to keep track of. It was just so not... He found it in the PvP. I see. Same judgment, okay. Alright, that mime is gone. Nandre gonna pick up the Fibonacci, and I think that may give... I mean, depending on how polite Bloodstone is, that could give Nandre the edge in this PvP. Nandre, though, I have to imagine, wants to discard to get that York up, because they are already kind of on the molt path. Or maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe you sell York. I do not know. But what I do know is Doc's money is just in such an infinitely better position at the moment. Doc did grab the seed money to help long term. Really unfortunate Nandre did not pick up any threes to put the Deja Vu on. Did find a 2 of hearts though.
I already made an egregious error.
You made a boo-boo.
I did.
He forgot about
I made
your
a 24 karat gold Labubu.
which means she's not going to have the molt for this PvP battle.
That's an expensive Labubu.
Yeah.
I could do one of these. If you want.
2 pair? Quite a bit of money.
If you will.
It's not bad, man.
This justice, I believe, is going to be enough.
I got this.
Probably wants to put the hearts in the back, but we'll see if that matters. Yeah. And the molt already coming through for Nandre.
We've got a game.
We got a game.
Disco, I think Nandre's focus only on the 5 of a kind. Both of these players are going to see overstock here. A very beneficial Joker, but only one of them can really afford to take it. And that is... I was going to say Doctor, but that credit card's still there. I mean, I guess that with anything's possible with a credit card and a capitalistic society is what Nandre is teaching us in this moment. Doc is going to continue to attempt to grow that York, but I think Doc's in a little bit of an interesting spot where they wanted to get banner value, maybe not. I think Doc is ready to make the transition to Molt as well. Ruspuna, you will be shocked to hear that Nandre picked Gold Stake and Doctor picked Plasma Deck. Toying with them, seemingly. Only 2 rounds remaining on that Fibonacci, which is supplying Nandre with a ton of points. A lot of base mult for the Bloodstone, a lot of base mult for the glass card that he made. Doc could pick up that driver's license, which wasn't really an option for Nandre. And they will do so, which gives them a good chip base and will be ×3 molt. We've had a lot of plasma this season. We have. Not quite enough there for Nandre, but does have a couple of hearts. I feel like should be able to play a flush soon here. We have an Eternal Photo and an Eternal Rebate for Doc. Curious to see what Doc does right here. Oh, 1 heart short. I think Nandre may be losing a life here. Oh, he got there. He got there. Wow. Nandre going to be in the same position, but for Nandre, the difficult part is to take both would mean having to give up Fib and Smiley Face Joker, which I think is possible, but you can't get rid of credit card. Well, you can hope there's a Wraith in the Spectral pack to bring you back down to $0. But even then. Credit card is $5 due to gift card. However, it's just 2 in the negative right now. And Doc hitting the timer on Nandre. Very unexpected. Gets a foil on that 3. Probably not what he was hoping for. And doesn't take the photo, doesn't take the rebate. Also, the fact that Doc didn't take the rebate is a little surprising.
Hard decisions.
Yeah, I'm starting to question the recipe that I've chosen.
I have definitely hard sent down one avenue.
Yeah.
And
The last Fibonacci round for Nandre. I feel like Nandre has to win this PvP with the Fib. And if Nandre doesn't, they're going to be in a tough spot. Straight flush here is really nice. Is able to get a match Doc's first hand. This is going to be a really big hand from Doc, actually. The photo with the red seal jack.
Willing to give this a try.
Is actually probably going to surpass anything Nandre could do. We'll see, but I doubt it. Yeah, 208,000.
That's pretty good. I don't know if I can beat that.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty short, and now Nandre's in a really sticky situation. No money, no Fibonacci, and just a little bit of hope. Though, Mega Spectral, again, we can hope for a Wraith if you're Nandre to get out of your money issues, money problems. Gets a glass here for a 3. We get a preview the Mega Spectral, and no Wraith once again, but there is a red seal, which is going to be more beneficial for Doc, who has that photo. A gold seal and an ectoplasm. Yeah, not great draws for Nandre either. Not getting a heart card to put that deja vu on with his 3s. We do have a glass fool situation here for Doc. I assume they're going to do so, maybe? Yes. That way they can glass a face card in the future. Kind of incredible that the money spent is still even, despite Nandre not being positive in econ in, I want to say, 3 or 4 antes. Though again, Nandre probably gonna have a little bit of trouble getting out of this blind. Well, it does pull the glass, which should be helpful. Ecto can, I don't believe Ecto can hit a debuff Joker? The more you know. I don't think the Bloodstone hits will even be enough here. No. 30k. Nandre needs another big kind of 4 of a kind hand with the 3s. Meanwhile, I mean, we're starting to snowball here with Doc. We have a Death and a Justice. We still have that red seal card, and we have a life advantage. Really bad draw for Nandre. This is not going to be enough. We're going to be down to 1 life. Gets a Death and a Hierophant. That may be enough to keep Nandre alive in this big blind. Doc is interesting. Going to actually sell the driver's license to make sure that he finds a red seal to put that Justice card on. That's very intriguing by Doc, but I think it makes sense. Oh, what happened for Nandre? Oh, dying gave him money. I was like, wait, how do we get so positive? Yes, Nandre lost a life to the small blind. And the Temperance. Nice. Nandre gonna grab the Chariot. Gonna grab the clearance sale. I believe Nandre skipped here. Unfortunately, I don't think can onk. So it's really if Nandre would want a familiar, and that seems not like the best plan. Onk the credit card. Crazy plays. Doc in a very, very good spot now with all of these red seal glass face cards. Sublime position. Yes, 2 credit cards does let you go -40 in debt.
Alar,
Yo.
I'm back.
Back again.
I'm PvP ready.
Me when I'm in the PvP? Yeah. I'm ready
Yeah,
to
give him a
pee
little
this
PvP.
pee. I'm ready to pee this pee.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
tempting.
The
Let's try not to
that was a little
be
delayed.
too tempted here.
I think. Yeah, I mean, Doc has too much red seal glass, but Nandre is going to have a nice hand.
Lost life to a blind.
Oh,
So
my condolences.
I don't foresee much light at the end of this tunnel. But I can play my best hand. And hope for the best.
And this, I mean, it's not a bad hit. No bloodstone hits, or 1 bloodstone hit was pretty brutal. To get $20, but I just
Okay.
don't
And the next
think
one's
it's
your best
gonna
one?
matter.
No.
Well, Doc.
Alright, I guess we'll hit him with one
hit
of
him
these.
where it hurts. $20 million points with the double red seal glass. That's gonna be G's for this one.
Alright, I can do this.
Okay, okay.
Not enough.
Got him with a cheeky 2 pair.
So you did grab the photo.
Yeah. Looked like we got a similar recipe. Alright.
Did you Ouija earlier? Or no?
Never. -1 hand size. Come
I
on,
know
what do
you
take
hate it.
for a chump.
I know you hate it, but in multiplayer, sometimes.
You're trying to
That's
get
so
that,
funny considering that
5 of a
Doc.
kind. Trying to hit me
Listen.
with 5 threes. That's a lot
That-
of threes, my
that
guy.
Doc took
C-Dubs
a perishable
beat me 3
rental
years in a row, and I
juggler.
think he Ouija'd in all 3.
Hit you. All right.
We're
Good luck.
We're going
Good luck.
again, unfortunately for me. Alright, so Nandre and DrSpectred are going right back to the Plasma Gold Stake. I do believe the overlays just delayed a smidge here. It should all reset. There we go. I fixed the internet on my laptop, so I think you'll see much better quality of Doc and much better quality of all people going forward, all participants. I had realized that my laptop never switched to the Ethernet cord that I have. Anyway, we got an egg on Nandre's side. We got Chaos the Clown on Mr. DrSpectred's side. And we're rocking out. That is a naked Chaos. That means, I guarantee you, Doc is dying or winning with that Chaos up there. Unless there's some crazy jokers. Manage prediction. Who wins? Doc or Nandre? Doc, Nandre. Start the prediction. Yeah, I'm so dumb that for 2 weeks I've been wondering why the laptop, or like why the resolution was going down. It's because my laptop was on Wi-Fi instead of wired. And I host the game on my laptop, so there's no CPU usage on my streaming computer. I know, Mino. It's pretty embarrassing, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. Anyway, Doc here, really good spot. I feel like they're both gonna grab the painted voucher. I think makes sense. Cursed, don't hit me with the dots. We got a hanged man in there for Nandre. I mean, I like the egg play. I think I like Chaos the Clown more, but I do like the egg play. Look, I didn't do the first prediction. I was doing the second one as a favor to all of you. Doc is going to breeze through these blinds with Odd Todd. I think the issue for Doc really is a faceless is simply making enough money. The problem here is if Doc opens up that pack, they can't afford the faceless Joker. They get a cryptid. They also get a trance. I'm interested to see if Doc goes for the planet play again or goes for a cryptid here. There's a lot of different choices. Gonna go with the planet play. That means no faceless Joker. That's a little dubious. Nandre is still with no Jokers, or now with no Jokers, after selling the egg to build some econ. Be curious to see if Nandre goes with the trance, goes with a cryptid, or how they approach it. Doc is going to be at a few dollars here. 7. Can we get a Hachi Machi in the chat, everyone? That is going to be double Odd Todd for DrSpectred. What's interesting here is Nandre should, I mean, as long as Nandre lives, they're going to be able to afford this. It's not going to be easy, though. No Jokers. The big blind at 3,000 points. Has Nandre even leveled up any hands? Let's see if the picture-in-picture works a little bit faster this time. No, it seems like we're still getting a little bit of delay. Gets $20 though. I mean, honestly, even though it's three of a kind is not enough here, maybe with the plus 20, it is. Oh my god, Nandre in a fantastic spot all of a sudden. Has to reroll to find the brainstorm. That is a worry I have, just because you may want to keep the money for interest. I have a feeling that Nandre doesn't reroll, and we kind of see why Chaos the Clown ends up being so important. It's a golden Joker. Oh no, that's gonna be rough.
You're truly not gonna believe the Linsanity that I've got cooking up.
The Linsanity?
Yes, I am invoking Jeremy Lin of the New York Knicks.
Fun fact, Jeremy Lin's from the Bay Area.
Appetizer. Sacre bleu.
Yeah, Chaos and Clown just so beneficial. They're allowing free rerolls for Doctor. That's the entire reason they were able to even see the brainstorm, despite Nandre spending $20 more.
Calling the French catchphrases, Doc.
Thing is, Doc isn't going to be in a
You're
very
making an enemy of an entire
precarious
country.
situation,
How about
economically
that? Choke
speaking.
on that.
I mean, -$3 and not really
Trying to decide if that's
with
the
this
right
rental
move.
Joker, not really a way
Seems unlikely.
too much. Then again, any Econ Joker is going to be very beneficial for Doc.
Guess it's better than nothing.
All you, big dog.
Ow, that was expensive.
I will take my golds to the next round.
Huge
Alright, see you in the next one.
rental faceless. If this faceless wasn't rental, Doc wouldn't have been able to afford it. What an out for Doc. This is massive. I can't emphasize enough. Yes, it's rental, which kind of stinks, but because Doc has brainstorm, they're going to get so much value out of this faceless Joker, and they would not have been able to afford it if it wasn't rental. So in a way, Doc getting bailed out by getting that sticker on an Econ Joker, being able to work with brainstorm, and now all of a sudden, I actually thought, Nandre wasn't in a bad spot. Going into the small blind with no scoring is a little scary. Wasn't in a bad spot, but now that there is Econ available to Doc, yikes. Alright, well, if Doc doesn't get any face cards, that is one way Nandre stays in this one. But this is going to be $10 right here. Again, Doc probably isn't feeling good about that because it's going to be -6 with the rentals. But again, it is a huge net positive with that brainstorm. I don't know how Nandre gets to 64. And then an ice cream. The issue for Doc is if Doc takes the ice cream, they're not going to be able to get any faceless Joker value at all. Well, maybe not none, but it's going to be difficult. Nandre gonna probably lose a life here. If they got that spade with the bonus ace, there might have been a small chance. But the one benefit here, Nandre's gonna have a ton of money, gonna find the ice cream, so not gonna lose a life going forward. The issue is Nandre could have just rerolled and found that ice cream last time out, but gets a hermit, so almost rewarded, if you will. Dying, getting a substantial economic injection, and then being able to double that economic injection with the hermit. Yes, a stuntman for Nandre. I do believe Doc will see the stuntman. No, he won't. All right, this is very good for Nandre. Nandre doesn't even have to do anything; just needs to click a button. I think the stuntman was in a pack, though. 50,000 points to that stuntman. What a great equalizer. Although perishable, you probably don't even want stuntman long term. You want to switch to the X-Molt, so... what a crazy game we've had here.
How do you feel?
A lot more to do on Doc's side, funny enough.
How you feeling?
Medium. The vibes are mixed, for sure.
I died to a blind.
Again?
I did.
You know, we're not gonna get to play very much if you keep doing.
I know. It's like we plan all week, we get together, we make the food.
Wait, chat, there's food? Why didn't nobody tell me? I'll be scarfing down this.
I
This is
got
gonna
some
be
of that.
close.
That's quite a bit you got
It's a
over
hachi
there.
machi.
I got a little bit of this.
Well, I don't know if I can keep that up
I
forever.
got some of that.
Well, hold the phone now.
And a little bit of this.
And the
No,
$20.
you had your little bit.
Oh my.
All right.
That's my whole turducken.
Okay.
Shout out John Madden.
Suppose I gotta do one of those. But it might be time to undo those. Stay the course. How about that?
Stay the course.
Yeah. I'm not trying to lose to no small blind, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Ooh. Was
Did I
Andre
hear a
gonna
cat meow?
That is what that is.
There is a cat. The cat gained in on the sick
I
bird
turned
on
around, I was
dockside.
like, what's going on in here?
Good
Okay.
luck, man.
Good luck.
We get the Omen Globe. That could be a huge play. If Nandre finds some crazy spectral that Doc doesn't, you know. We've seen crazier things. We've definitely seen crazier things happen. Gosh, Dom's music is so good. Sorry. Got lost in it for a second. Nandre really wants to play that 8 with... Oh, is missing just one? There's no way to play the 8. That stinks. Because obviously you want to play the Luckies and the... oh my god, another $20. So rewarded. And the Gold Seal. So much money on Nandre's side of things. I mean, this is the opposite of last game. Then we got a Space Joker. Mwah. My baby. And a hung man in the following shop. Also, Doc behind a couple vouchers. I mean, what a day that Doc is behind on money, having those rentals. Of course, you know, Nandre gained a little lucky with the lucky cards. But that's why you buy them, is for those $20 hits. They eventually come. Fortunately, not really good hallucination value from Nandre, at least on this ante thus far. Not going back to the 2-pair classic. Stuntman would allow for a lot of points, but... Or, burglar, excuse me. With the Stuntman. And a strength. Oh! And the family! Now, Nandre does have a lot of 5s, but also has 57 cards in the deck and a Stuntman. I don't know. Can Nandre justify going for 4 of a kinds? I mean, the Hanged Man and the Strength are going to help you. Make 2 more 5s, get rid of 2 cards. I don't hate this play. That can be the long-term solution. I would dislike it if Nandre then also would have picked up that certificate, but... Alright. Here we go. Meanwhile, on Doc's side of things... Just trying to get the most value possible out of Faceless, but also, of course, not lose to a blind. We've gotten a 4 of a kind again from Nandre. I think it's been a lot of 5s. I want to know how many 5s Nandre has in the deck that we're seeing so many. Did I miss a Ouija or something? No, Nandre. Don't do it. Don't do it with the stunt, man. That's not a great idea. You could strength here. You could hang him. Okay. You scared me for a second. You scared me, sir. What's wrong with the fantasy football stuff? Thank you, though, for letting me know, Beer. Oh, okay. Will do. We'll get it after this PvP blind, Kirsten. Thank you. Alright, chat. The Hungman Gambit for DrSpectred. Again, the thing is, right now, with chips, I feel like Nandre's in a better position. Then that perishable something's going to go away. But then the family, really good card. Oh, Nandre going to take an Eternal Juggler. Maybe to make sure they can get the 4 of a kind in the Stuntman value this round, but long term can always draw the 4 of a kind. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I like it, don't know if I hate it. What I do know is it's happening. It is gold stake. You know, you don't have a lot of money. You don't see a lot of jokers. You don't have a ton of hand size. And Nandre is already committed to the family, so you gotta
I'll be honest,
find
man. This is a bit of a head scratcher.
I like
Nandre spent a
scratching
ton
my
more. You know, Doc really hurt his early economy, and Nandre kind of had the opposite. Had great economy with the lucky hits.
And maybe hit him with one of these.
The Space Joker out here trying to level up some 2 pairs. 47,000. That is no joke.
Yeah.
You did not.
But if he's putting out like he was putting out before, then I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna say Mama Musa.
Hell yeah, Nandre.
Remember that? Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
2 4s. We got so many 5s.
All right. Okay. I got a little bit more razzle dazzle. Okay. Hit him with.
Who up razzing their daz?
This is going to be a lot of points with that Stone Joker too. I don't. How much is it with the times 4? Not a lot.
Okay.
Nandre's going to need a little bit more juice.
Not good.
I got this.
It has a decent 2 pair here. The Stuntman is helping.
And then this is my last slice of pie.
Okay, well, if he's got more of those, then...
Doc might have been able to do it, copying Clever Joker, but probably
you might got
not.
me there. Alright, at least I can still do this.
Yeah, now the family needs some molts. Absolutely. Nandre should have sold the Stuntman for interest right there, but...
Alright, that's a
we're tied 2-2.
That's a 2-2, my guy.
Alright, hopefully I can still keep cooking.
Alright. Looking forward to it. See you in a bit.
Nandre's going to be in a bit of trouble here with the scoring. Really needs some flat molt. to go with those 4 of a kinds. Shouldn't have sold the Stuntman. Should have waited to see if there's a temperance. -3 didgeridoos. We now have 12 5s for Nandre. And, I mean, the family does a lot. I don't know if it does enough. Oh. A strength is good, though. I'll tell you that. Meanwhile, on dock side of the things, we are doing very similar game plan of just going for chips, getting the reliable 2-pair. Nandre here, I have to imagine, probably Empresses a couple of 5s. It's going to make a flush 5 with the world here. Then probably going to get some tarot value. We're at 26,000. It's going to need pretty much another good hand like that out of the 5s. Is Nandre not going to get rid of the purple seal? No, will do so now. Finds a star. Also finds another 4 to strength, by the way. I mean, just humongous out here for Nandre, the draws that they're getting. Doc consistently gained a little bit lucky with that Space Joker. Has leveled up 2-pair quite a bit. I guess the question is that going to be the long-term plan, though? This will probably get Nandre extraordinarily close to the point where they can win on the next hand. I was wrong, because no lucky hits. And Nandre is going to be down to their final life now. The cash injection may be helpful to just find the flat mult needed to make the family this fantastic experience that, you know, Nandre may be hoping for. Gets an Eris. Gets a Wraith. What the need is flat mult. I don't know if you can do that, Nandre. We'll see. But most Wraiths I don't feel like are going to help Nandre's score. We'll see, though. It's a very interesting choice. You know, Doc out here, not struggling, but, gets another 5. Unfortunate for Nandre. He's gonna take Splash in kind of like a desperate attempt. And he's gonna skip. And I just think that there's too much juice on the Doc side of things. I'd like to focus on Doc, but the focusing is not really working right now. It's just a little delayed for whatever reason. We have found a photograph. A photograph has hit the building. The money is plentiful. That's gonna be a G. It's gonna be all she wrote. That's all of it. Actually, the writers for Major League Balatro are not just women. It's women, men, they, thems, non-binary pals, and all that. So it's all they wrote, really, for this game. Fun fact, every single Major League Balatro game is completely and utterly scripted out and then perfectly acted by our collection of creators.
Welcome back. How's the recipe going?
Terrible.
Terrible.
I ain't got dick.
Dick Van Dyke?
Sometimes dick is all you need.
That's true. You're speaking the truth, Doc.
Please edit this out for the future sponsors of the channel. Yeah, that's.
I can already tell my hide is cooked, man.
Extra crispy?
Yeah. Yeah. I could do this maybe. See what that gets me, but
yeah, Nandre is gonna need some glass and re-triggers, I think. Otherwise, it just was too much. Again, no flat molt to go with the family. I like the family play. I like everything Nandre did. I think just they couldn't get the flat molt going.
yeah, I'm done. Dang.
GG to both competitors. Again, I think Nandre played this pretty darn well.
Oh no.
Was that from the Wraith, the brainstorm?
No, I got it in like Ante 2 or something like that.
Ante 2, you got one?
Chaos again.
Yeah,
Or was it in your shop?
I had what was it? I had Chaos the Clown, so I had the free rerolls.
Oh, I thought about picking it up, but I passed.
And then when I rerolled into the brainstorm, I didn't have the money, so I had to sell all my jokers to take it.
Yeah, but Plasma lets you do that early.
Yeah. And then once you have brainstorm, then you can do like ice cream, or I had a rental Todd for a long time. Money was very
the
stressful.
rental faceless is so
man.
huge.
I mean, I had a lot of money. I just didn't really find anything to build on. Just kind of sucks. I had a lot of fives.
Oh yeah, you did that Ouija again?
No, I just had a lot of fives. I hit a cryptid early, and I just popped it on a 5.
Oh, okay. You do have a lot of fives. That's... Wait a second. 15 fives.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Oh,
fives.
you got hallucination. Okay.
All right, we got Erratic deck. White stake, everybody. Doc is already taking this match, is up 2-0, but... Nandre will be fighting for that singular point in this one. We have, this isn't that interesting of a deck. A lot of 6s, and I believe a lot of 10s. Some decent amount of queens as well. A 6th Sense would go lunatic here, but 6s are an interesting card to have a lot of because they don't play well with almost anything outside of course, 6th Sense. So be curious to see if these players decide to build into almost something else out of it. Yeah, Mingo, I'm just having a little bit of lag because I fixed the internet problem, but because I did so in the middle of the stream, basically it's just like 5 seconds behind the overlay stats updating. Yeah, not a great deck. I didn't see the exact suit breakdown. That could be a little bit more intriguing. It looked like a lot of spades. Yeah, 19 spades and 12 hearts. So that does open the possibility for like
one of these
flush houses and such. Sim says, thank you for the 2-month resubscribe and 3 total months. Thank you for hitting me with one of these. I'll write your name down to be picked in the future for subwheels. King S. And please, chat, if I owe you spins, let me know when we're not streaming Major League Balatro. We're going to hit with the judgment here from Nandre. Nandre, once again, going into debt. But it's going to be in an okay spot here in regards that they're going to make $4 back. They're going to be able to one-shot this blind. I just think maybe the Mystic Summit was unnecessary. Oh wait, Nandre didn't one-shot the blind. He forgot about Mystic Summit. No. No, Nandre. Let's see if Doc decides to Judgment or to Justice in this spot. I can see Justice seeing the Jack and making it a Queen a little bit later. I do believe that is gonna be that is a plan from Doc's side of things. Now, does Doc believe in the Magician cards? Or go for the $3 Hermit? I feel like you gotta go for the Magician cards. It is my turn to draft, everybody. And you know what? Christian McCaffrey's back, baby. I have the 10th pick in a 12 team league. We're going Christian McCaffrey. All right, back to the game. I'll update you on the turn what I decide to go with. Look, Gentry, Brown, Jefferson, all the running backs were off the board. I had to make a decision. Doc, I don't want to say it's like a peculiar situation. It is Erratic deck. It is easy to one-shot without jokers, but there is no scoring help, and it is going to maybe become a little bit difficult as we enter this ante-2. But with credit card, I guess Doc can find the right joker at some point. They're both, excuse me, only Nandre's in the negative at this moment. A Polychrome Queen. Doc already building... Well, both these players already kind of building the Queens. The thing is, do you go Polychrome or do you go Red Seal? Oh, that's such a tough choice. The Red Seal allows you to get a little bit more out of the glass. But it is also easier to find re-triggers than Molt on the Jokers. But I think because in Major League Balatro you have glass, you have to go with the Red Seal. And that's a really intriguing decision. In terms of what to go with. Both of these players, though, again, continue to be really in the negative for this money. Doc has spent a little bit more and is in a earlier blind, so maybe Doc has the early economic advantage if we are going to pick one. I didn't notice if... Oh! Wait, Nandre, did Nandre not open up the pack that could see that Queen? In the, because... Did not. Oh, no. Well. Missed it in shop. Intriguing. Man, I really don't like any of the players that fell to me in my draft. I'm going to take a quick look. The 4 of a kind continues to be enough, and now Doc has glassed that Red Seal. Yeah, that is just a huge difference. What I'm confused is the fact that Nandre didn't see either Queen in the standard pack that they opened a little bit later. So that was just really bad RNG on top of everything. We did find the 6th Sense, which I do believe Doc will also find here shortly. 6 cents could be huge. I think 6 cents is huge. That will hopefully balance out the red seal difference that we saw here with Doc finding it in the standard pack. There's a 6 cents for Doc. No way that Doc passes it up. He's messing with you. He's messing with the audience. He's got like 85 sixes. He's got 8 of them. No. Huh? That was my best Tim Allen impression. I am confused. Maybe Doc going for the early life. I don't know if I can agree with that.
Oh.
Not getting the spectrals though is really
give
going
it
to
to
be
me
rough.
straight, man. Are you just rolling in cash?
Not this time. Which is to say, not any of the times.
I got a good amount of money.
And there's a cryptid.
Ooh, that's a fun card, chat.
That could help with a future glass card, a future red seal.
Well, that didn't go the way that I wanted it to.
Well, no.
Oh, you thought you were about
broke.
to throw down, huh?
I did thought.
It was not the red seal though. So
Maybe it's okay. Maybe we hit him with one of these instead.
It's not half bad.
I mean, there's still some. I still got a little throwdown left.
Nandre just not really finding their cards. I don't think it's going to be able to match Doc this one, but is in an okay spot with the
Okay.
6 cents. I think long term. Personally,
I think if we
long-term.
throw it down like that. That was not as much throwdown as I wanted.
I think you're gonna end up being just fine, bud.
I'll take it.
I think you're gonna end up being just cherry choice.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Doc avoided the 6 cents. It did win him a life. You know,
But it makes you feel better. I got negative $10.
Hey, I got -2, so we're in the same
they're the
boat.
same boat.
We're on a similar path. All
These
right,
two
good to
spend
hear.
too much money.
Yep. Bye, dog.
Take care, man.
I wonder with the credit card if they buy the voucher first. No, gonna go immediately in here. It does get a hermit. That's $7. That does seem worth it. Maybe you can get out of the credit card even. Ooh, and we get a hung man and a death. Can likely hang the 10s. What? There's no way he hangs the 6s right with 6 cents. I was gonna magician the 6s. Interesting. I'm intrigued by Nandre's plays here. He's got a death and another 6, which I think I understand if you're going 6 cents, but yeah, certainly a choice. Dock side of things, there's not much to do in the blinds. We're gonna grab Marvin Harrison Jr. chat, I believe. Oh, I thought I was. Oh, I was looking at the wrong pick. Uh-oh, the guy I want's probably not gonna get back to me. We have the Deja Vu. We have the Cryptid. This is very good for Nandre. I don't know if I would have put it on the 6. I'll be honest. I feel like I maybe still would go with like the Queens or something. Who do you want? C-dubs, I'm not telling you. But we're in a decent spot for Nandre. Nandre's going to need Dusk and going to need Glass, I think. Now Nandre going to pick up that Chaos. Is remembering last game where Doctor was so rewarded with that Chaos with a Brainstorm. Yep, Beard, not telling you either. Both of these players finding the justice at the same time. Nandre probably wishes that they waited to use the Cryptid on a Glass Red Seal 6, but you know what? Regardless, is probably going to take it. Okay, C-dubs did not take the player I want. Did not take the wide receiver I wanted. Again, I'm commenting 2 things, chat, and if you're watching the VOD, I'm sorry, but the Zeno TV official Fantasy Football League draft fell on this time because Doc and Nandre changed it. So you know what? You get what you get. You're going to hear live commentary about my fantasy draft because Doc and Nandre changed the time on me. So I really do think the 6th Sense was the correct play. I think Nandre's in a good spot because of that. My only issue is 6s are just not that great of a card to be building into. And Doc does have a Red Seal Queen. That Red Seal Queen can turn into so many more points versus the Red Seal 6s rather quickly. I feel like if you're Nandre here, you have to glass one of the 6s and then use the 6th Sense value on one of the naked ones, right? Yeah, I don't know why Doc did that. Maybe just trying to have a little bit of difference. Okay, I got my Kenneth Walker. I got my guy. I think Kenneth Walker has a good season. All right, the 5 of a kind for Nandre. Too bad the aura wasn't a little bit better, but that's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Is Nandre going to hold on to this justice until the PvP? I mean, that seemingly is what Doc has decided to do as well. Seltzer is big for Nandre. The one glass all of a sudden can make a big dent, especially if it's on that Red Seal. Wow. Rewarded for the extra reroll. I'm also surprised that Nandre sold out of the 6th Sense, to be honest. I would have kept it. I would have kept going with it. Alright, here we go. PvP, same vouchers. A little bit more spent on Doc's side of things.
Doc, you there, Doc? Doc!
Yeah.
This became an interesting scene.
I've got some stuff in the, on the back burner a little bit.
Oh, you're back, burner?
Yeah. I don't think we're ready for the full hog yet.
Oh.
Well, I might be giving you the hog.
Okay.
Nandre searching for that final 6 needed.
In
He's
that
gonna
case,
get it. And now the question is, does Nandre put it on the Red Seal? I think we know the first glass that gets scored in the seed breaks, which is going to be heartbreaking for Nandre, but it should be a victory in the PvP.
If he's
the
just
thing
going to give us the hog anyway.
Nandre may not need it at all. I mean, if Nandre waits for Doc's score, yeah.
Okay.
My only confusion there for Nandre is I would have red sealed one of the or glass one of the red seals and then just not played it to get that justice out of your hand. But we'll see. No lucky, no money hits is really unfortunate for Nandre. Out of I believe almost 15 total procs.
He's farming me. He's farming me.
You didn't give me any reason not to.
He's aura farming me.
He's hitting him with the
Yum.
aura farm from the kids on the boats. All right.
I think I got what I needed from that.
I hope so. I hope you're rich beyond your wildest
And this is exactly why you build in the face cards is what you're about to see.
Yep,
Take care, man.
In this shop for Doc. You already saw it on Nandre's screen. Look at this graph. It is ×2 mult on your face cards. And unfortunately for Nandre, a 6 is not a face card. This is going to be, I don't want to say devastating, but this is going to thrust Doc back into the lead of this game. Pushed. Nandre's probably saying something about not building the face cards. He's just going to pass the photograph. I mean, you could always get a Pareidolia, but Doc thrusting, sign me up. I feel like you got to glass the 6 and death it, right? You finally got to do it. Nandre doesn't believe in glass. Doesn't. Always been more of a sand guy. Thinks it should stay in its original form. We shouldn't be messing with the beaches. And is just going to move on with these lucky. These luckies are going to make a lot of money for Nandre. But eventually you got to go for scoring. Yeah, something Nandre does not have in common with Anakin Skywalker is his love for sand and hate for glass. God, drafting at the back of a 12-team league this year is so bad. I don't think there's been a year in a while where it's this big of a discrepancy of how much better drafting in the first few slots are with how the boards fall. Like, it's not even close how much better the teams are just because of how things, like where the players drop off, where the tiers are. Anyway, back to the game. Doc, gonna keep min-maxing his to-do list, gonna min-max the gold cards. Nandre just needs to get a little lucky with these. Wait, now we're glassing Nandre? You could have used the death on the glass red seal. Nandre's a confusing individual sometimes. He's going to come out of here, play a couple luckies. Once again, no money. It's all going to come at once for Nandre, and they're going to be very happy they have these lucky cards, but yes, Alex, we're in our Zano TV Discord Fantasy Football League draft right now because Nandre and Doc changed their time to the exact same time. Our team right now, CMC and AJ Brown, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Kenneth Walker. I don't love it, but you know what? It's for fun. I guess if there's a league that I have these guys in, I'm glad it's this one and not the hundreds of dollar leagues. Now, does Nandre go mime? You do have a lot of red seals. You could chariot those red seals. I could see something really coming together here for Nandre with that mime. The thing is, Baron's obviously not going to help. We're nowhere near the Barons with the sixes. Tony Pollard. Good pick by C. Heron. Now where do I go? You know what? I'm going to reach on Travis Hunter and get some points for when he gets beat as a defensive back and scores. I don't know. Hey, look. We decided to put the IDP scoring in for Travis Hunter. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to take him here. And then hopefully one of my two guys are here for a little bit later in the wide receivers. Photograph coming back again, just to remind Nandre that no, you did not build in the face cards. Yes, you are being punished by the gods for trying to have fun and building in the 6s. Doc stream is lagging a little bit. I imagine it will hopefully recover shortly here. This one I think is actually on Doc's side a tiny bit. Can Doc see photo again? They can. They can with the showman. This is actually going to be huge unless they already rolled past this point. I don't know for sure. No, they haven't. Oh my god. Doc is going to see photo again. I totally forgot because I never use showman. I totally forgot to consider it. Oh, this is going to be... This is rough for Mr. Dre. Nandre actually took the photo. Interesting. Yeah, Nandre realizes they're in a little bit of a predicament. Ah, the second photo! Rewarded! Oh, rewarded. Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone take a picture. Because you're going to rarely see this. With the red seal, too. That's crazy. And keeping the showman. Showing up. Doing a little showmanship, if you will.
I got bad news.
Yeah.
The hog's coming out of the oven.
Oh, no.
Well, that's good.
It's ready.
I'm not super enamored with all the stuff I got going on over here,
Okay.
but it's enough to
Okay.
make things
The red seals are
at
going to
least
absolutely...
interesting.
I'll take interesting.
Oh man, I really botched my order there though. Oh, I forgot.
Luckily for Nandre, in a weird way, it's not going to matter, or unluckily, depending on how you want to
Surely.
look at it.
DrSpectred won't punish me.
I've only got one move, so
He never punishes.
Never punishes.
I don't think you have that much to worry about.
Doc just deciding how many to play.
Alright, I do have to figure out...
But Doc's not going to get to know, and then Nandre's going to be able to come over the top here a little bit. So
Maybe
if
one
Doc
more of
doesn't go
those?
all out, Nandre could steal this one.
Alright, so
Now Doc's going all out.
it's to me. I think
Yeah.
we
Unlucky.
do them like that. I think that's the best that I could do.
Loses one glass, 1.5
Okay.
million.
I'm pretty sure I don't beat that.
Big money, no whammies?
I'm gonna take my money.
Nandre is going to
Alright.
make a lot of money here. Hopefully he gets a lucky hit for the money. Still no money
You love to
procs.
hear it.
It's been brutal.
Yes.
Just no money procs.
Okay, good luck.
See you in a bit.
We had a little crunch for Doc, but still has the big boy left. As long as Doc has one red seal glass, Doc is in a really, really good spot. Is Doc finally selling the showman? It is time to make some cash with reserved parking. Again, chat, I just want to go over this one time for everybody. So here we go. Reserved parking and Mime seems like a very good combination. However, there is a glitch in the base game in which Mime does not trigger on reserved parking cards unless reserved parking already has a successful hit. So normally with Mime, you would just expect to double the expected value of reserved parking. Instead, you are only expecting 1.5 the value from reserved parking with Mime. It's still good combination. It just could be much, much, much better. I actually think maybe it's 1.25. It's an interaction that I imagine will be fixed in the patch, but currently Mime doesn't actually add nearly as much value to parking as one would assume. We are done now. Is that how math works on that? No, it's 1.25 because it has to trigger successfully, right? So now that's only half the time, and then you still have a 50% chance of getting it again, or something like that. No 4+. We are done. We are done talking about that. Unless your cards in hands have another trigger. Oh, interesting, 2-bit. So like steal or shoot the moon. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It kind of like forces it. Right now, I mean, the Nandre, like, again, Nandre's build isn't bad. Nandre needs to find tarot cards to make more of the glass 6s. Needs an idol or a bloodstone or an ancient shard. Just needs some way to actually get the Exmo part of this build going. I don't think, Nandre, you needed to use the glass with the trio. No! Oh, no. Does Nandre have another glass 6 red seal? I mean, at least Nandre has more red seals to make glass. That's intense. That's going to be some trouble. Chat, I'm hoping a specific player falls to me because I haven't drafted them at all because I actually don't think they're a good value, but I really want to be able to draft them, and we'll see if M-Force or C. Heron takes them from me. Meanwhile, getting back to the game, Doc continuing to get that reserve parking mine value. Nandre finds a Justice, finds a Hanged Man, finds a Rebate. I'm curious by the card sharp play. I don't really understand it. I guess Nandre's assuming they can play 2 flush 5s. The match score is 2-0 Doc right now. You can tell by the 2 red lines under the Major League Balatro logo in the middle of your screen. Right here. Right here. 2-0 lead for Doc. Already securing the match bonus, but Doc looking to get the sweep. And no glass left for Nandre. This is rough. All right, we're in the PvP.
Monsieur, ça va?
Hola.
That's pretty good. This is going to be...
How do you feel, Doc?
Hopefully Nandre doesn't lose more glass in this PvP because I don't believe Nandre can match
but we might
Doc
be able to make it happen here.
yet.
I'm not proud of it, but we might be able to make it happen here.
Yeah.
I think...
That's the best I can do, yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
I don't know.
You want the evil route. You want the weird route.
Oh yeah.
The Undertale weird route.
I like to think of myself as a pacifist.
I don't know what Nandre
If you
thinks,
want
Doctor.
photo Chad, you cannot claim pacifism, Doc.
Well, there it is.
You have
no
succumbed to
Chad.
evil.
Hey, you don't know what I've been through.
C-Dub's only selecting Minnesota Viking players is
Perhaps.
interesting.
Perhaps you're right.
Thank you, Rosen, for clipping that so we can
Perhaps
send that to
you
people in
are
the future.
right. The question
Look,
is, do I try
someone-
and hit one more?
Someone's got to be the bad guy.
My name is Real Zeno, I guess. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I know it. I can't.
I mean,
wait
Doc
to tell
doesn't
you.
even have to play the red
I
seal
can't
here.
wait to tell you what happened after this game. I cannot wait.
Yeah, no spoilers, man. I'm gonna watch it back later.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm 4 years old.
I don't know what that was, but
All right, before you play your last hand, my score is less than yours, so I have to play first.
he's toddler
Yep.
posting, I guess.
Okay. And then now you can decide how you want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you got to do. It's time. It's time for the one life power spike.
Hopefully, we'll see.
All right, I believe in you. See you in a bit.
Nandre's gonna have to make the glass. I don't know what can be in these shops. I will say Nandre has slightly better deck manipulation for an idol to pop up. That definitely could be beneficial. Also, if we do see re-triggers, Nandre is gonna have to really hope that it's Dusk, which can be utilized by that 6. The passing on the mail and rebate by both these players is hurting my soul, but I also understand it. Nandre gets the Emperor, gets another glass. That's good. Oh, true, Jester. Punished, but then saved. A little bit of both. Finally, someone picks up mail and rebate. It was truly hurting my soul to watch them do that. Yes, chat, there's a lot of reaching happening in this league. I did make a mistake and forgot that I put 3 flex spots in this league. Otherwise, I would have drafted differently. I'm actually really mad at myself, but it is fine. Anyway, Nandre making it out without having to use any glass. We have still not seen an Invis Joker for a third photo for Doc would be kind of funny. Apparently, everybody else thought it was 2 flex. Wait, did I just put the wrong rules in the sleeper? But I put the... Let me see what I put in chat. Oh, I didn't put it... I never even said it in chat. So, that's what it is. Who's reading? Nobody. Nandre here, gonna use the glass on the red seal. Very good play. I mean, kind of a must play here. But Nandre really would ideally like to avoid, I think, using either of those glasses. Yeah, the invis, it makes a lot more sense for Doc's standpoint, answering a question here in chat, because you're ahead on 3 lives. You can afford to not have that scoring joker going into this PvP, and instead gain a good scoring joker after this PvP. So there's a chance Nandre steals this one and prolongs the game, but... Oh wait, did Doc get this invis? No, did not get this invis in time, so they're not going to be able to pop it. Although... it seems that Nandre has to use the glass here. That's not good. None of it broke. Nandre is alive. Ah! No! Oh no! My battery on my laptop. That's so funny. My charger wasn't plugged in. I thought it was plugged in. Nandre is alive. I don't know if I am. We're gonna have to go face cam mode. We almost had a stream with no issues, but then I went ahead and messed it up. Nandre is going to be able to use loyalty card here, but I don't think he's going to be able to use loyalty card and card sharp. And I don't know. I just think this game is probably GG's even here. The money difference is crazy. And that's the thing. It's like that's just the difference of building in the face cards over 6s. I think you could argue you could build in the low cards because hack exists, but even then, Photograph Chad is why you build into face cards. It's just what has to happen almost.
Doctor.
I have returned. I made it back without any tragedy.
I, too, am alive.
Glad to hear it.
But am I cooking?
Are we cooking or are we cooked?
I think we're cooked,
I'm leaning
but
more
we'll
to
see.
cooked than cooking. Proc that, huh? I forgot I needed to play a full house. Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
I
Is
think
that gonna... Are you still gonna be able to do the thing?
No. No, I cooked myself, I'm pretty sure. I will try, but... yeah, that ain't gonna get the job done. Man. I'm so annoyed.
It was close for Nandre there. Almost had it.
Okay, Doc.
All right.
Send it up.
All right.
Beam me up, Doc. Wait, Doc's not
Maybe-
gonna put the red seal
Get
first?
those fantasy points.
Wait, Doc didn't
Oh,
put the...
whoops.
No, it doesn't matter.
That's it? 1,000,005?
It's okay, they both had a misplay there.
What did you goof?
I put the red one at the end instead of in the front.
A lot of misplays here on the final one, but
So did you also cryptid
It is
red
what it
seal
is.
at the beginning?
Cryptid. I didn't get a cryptid.
So you didn't take the 6 cents?
I did not take 6 cents.
I can't
All right,
believe it.
So my thing that I did was I took the 6 cents and I got cryptid deja vu on my first 2 procs.
That's insane.
Yep, it was really good. And in my infinite wisdom, I'm still like in my gold stake head on my white stake head. I procced them on magic 6s.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad.
It's not bad, but ran into the mime, ran into the photo, ran into a hack, and I realized to myself, why did I proc that so early on cards that I can't do anything with? I would much rather had it been on a 5 and lower or a face.
GG's
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
both,
I
by the
think-
way, though. It was a very
Was there a
entertaining
hack,
game.
or was it a different run?
I
It
got
might
a
have been.
hack on this one.
Oh, okay, but slightly out of range because of 6s. Yeah, didn't we start with like 8 6s or something like that?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll play 6s. Let's see how it goes. I wanted to
Yeah.
get an oops or a lucky cat and play that
Sure,
way,
yeah.
but that's such a narrow build. I shouldn't have done that, just a little boy, you know.
I mean, you called it. We went full dark side on this one, so nothing fancy on my side.
Ask about double photo. What is there to ask?
A couple of photographs, glass queens. That's it.
They already went over everything we talked about in the game.
I had that loyalty card, but I was trying to proc loyalty and what's it called? Card sharp at the same time, and I wanted to play a full house.
Oh yeah.
With I want to play a full house with my queens and my 6s. But
Yeah,
forgot.
it's funny. Like new players, they'll play like flushes and full house because they don't really know what else they could be doing. They'll play a lot of full houses, and then like you stop playing those when you get to gold stake. You stop playing full houses. But in multiplayer, full house is pretty good because you can like play 5 cards, 5 glass cards.
Exactly.
And when you have extra money, it's usually worth it to level up the full house. Even if you're like not playing it right away, you might end up there eventually because of things like the trio or, card sharp. It's difficult to get multiple 4 of a kind, but maybe multiple full house is not impossible.